last time I live streamed, I deleted it because I hated it. You are going to go for whoever's seen my content. This is the ranting corner in my kitchen. We're gonna sit in the ranting corner for a minute while I get food. These live streams, for any of you who are gonna see this after it's live, of course she starts to drink water as I'm talking. I still love her. She's my baby. For those of you who are gonna watch this, if you do, even I don't know, but if you do watch this after it's live, I rant, I talk, and I let you give me questions and just chat with me. I don't have a PC yet, so I can't like live stream any of that. I do have a Twitch account. I could stream on Twitch through my Xbox if I wanted to. Sadly, I can't do that with anything else yet because I don't have the material. But I could always put my Twitch link in my bio so I could go live whenever I wanted to. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully I don't miss a message from anyone. I'll try not to. What I want. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get through this. I'm gonna wait on that. What? Dog. Hi. Hi. I haven't introduced Doggo yet. Well, I mean, I have for those who have seen you. This is Sydney, for anyone who doesn't know her. She is my golden, or she's my golden. She's my chocolate lab. She's a sweetie. What up, brother? I need to go get the other one. Oh God. Yes, very cute dog. I have a cat too. This girl. Her name is Selena. She's very sweet. She'll cuddle you all the time. She'll never leave you alone. She'll invade your personal space. She'll climb on you. Don't look at me like that. She'll climb on you. She'll do all the things. Where am I from? I'm from Indiana. Lucky me. Oh, and yeah. This guy. I have another dog too. His name is Max. Look at that friggin' schnoz, bro. Oh yeah, and then Sydney, which you saw already, but isn't she just so pretty? Oh, I love you. I love you. Yeah, I know. Oh, she's being nice to the cat. This never happens. You sniffing the cat, bro? I am flexing my pets. Who doesn't want to flex their pets? What part of Indiana am I from? Well, I can't say that without doxing myself. What? Okay. Oh, they're both coming to me now. Okay. Hi. Such a big dude, bro. Hey, why are you climbing on the couch, bro? She is climbing. What are you doing? You climbing? You can't climb on the couch. Hey. What are you doing? What the hell? What is wrong with you? You never climb on the couch. Ever. I'm not near LaPorte, actually. I have watched Indiana Jones. Don't know which one of them is my favorite. I know there's an Indiana Jones game, but I've never played it. I don't think I will. Is that bad? Fuck. I'm not near Laporte though. I am along the lines of said place, sort of, without doxing where I live and giving away my location. Sorry, that this new chat that just came in that caught me off guard at first. You, uh-huh. You're from the Philippines. Hmm. I've had people from all over. When I used to stream, I had people from the UK, which is very fun considering I am part British, Irish, and Scottish and Australian. So, lucky me. And I had a feeling that she would be. I know I'm not from Gary. I have a feeling I know someone from Gary, but no, I am not from there. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll go over there and I'll visit her some shit. Maybe, who knows? But then again, you have no clue. Well, look, if I wanted to tell you, like if I wanted to like give away my location, then hell, maybe I would tell you. But I will. You know what? I will tell you one thing. I'll give you this back here. This is all over my channel. I make videos all the time in here and in my other rooms of my house. So this is nothing new. These are all here. They've been on my channel countless times, and on my other accounts, which got wrongfully banned. Those were back there then too. So, but anyway, to reply to your message when you said you have no clue, I will give you a hint. The place that I stay in, like I reside in, the place that I live, starts with an S. I will say that. I'm not going to give you much more, but that is a slight hint for you. No, I'm not. I'm not in Singapore. No, no. I still live in Indiana, but I am not in Singapore. If you're a nurse, then why will you watch a live show? That's a good question. Why is this nurse? Are you on your day off, perhaps? Shit. Are you on your day off, perhaps, of saving lives? Okay, look. I'm an unk, right? I don't understand the whole 6-7 thing or any of the brain rot that is from this generation. I don't understand it. And to answer your question, which you just asked me as I was explaining myself, no, I have no idea what it means. All I know is that the meme makes no sense. All I'm gonna remember is the dude that came up with the meme. That immature baby child. This meme has plagued my school. It plagued my school, and everyone knows about it. Well, I worked in a hospital. My shift is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, listen, love. It's 12:30 p.m. now. Okay, you still got like three and a half hours left of your apparent shift. Love, I don't know what you're doing here, but but Monday to Saturday is my work day. Okay. Well, today is today is Thursday, June 4th, 12 p.m. So, oh, you're an hour ahead. Okay, that makes sense. I am an hour ahead, yes. Because right now it's 12:30 for me. 12:33. But, that being said, your work schedule, ma'am, is a little... It's a little funky, you know? It's just a little funky, you know? I'm not completely against what you're saying, but I'm not completely for it either, because I don't know. Wait. Wait, so you're... So, bro just left. What? Hello? What the fuck? What? Dude, what the shit? So she came in. She was a nurse, right? All the other shot. And now she's gone. What the fuck? What? What the hell? What the fuck? So confused right now. Well, to you for exposing this supposed scammer. You're a good lad. Good on you, mate. Anyway. Well, I get the scammer part. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know. I understand why people would assume. Then again, I'm not entirely sure. Because I'm not you. But, you know. I just do it for the plot. Nothing more. Shit. Nothing more. Nothing less. I just do it for the plot. And you know what I'm very surprised at? I'm very surprised that I haven't seen any of my friends or anyone who knows me in this stream yet. I'll have to give it a while before one of them pops in here. I guarantee you. Yep, I understand that. My father, he was military. He was there during 9/11, and he was just there for a lot of good and a lot of scary shit. And he taught me a lot of what he knows. And it's very unfortunate that I have to have the set of skills which he taught me. But this day and age, I think you need it. Because you never know what's going to happen or who you might see. Can't walk the streets without ready to fight somebody. But you never know. You just never know. Anywho. Feel free to ask me any questions if you'd like to. I'll answer them as honestly and as straightforward as I can without exposing myself. But feel free to ask any questions, if you may. I'm gonna multitask. Don't ever believe on the internet. Oh yeah, I don't believe the internet. I love the internet for a couple of reasons. I get to do YouTube and It's a great way to like be myself. But at the same damn time, yeah, you shouldn't believe the internet. It's not pretty because there's a whole bunch of shit that I can't believe people got away with. But me, I'm just an editor. I'm not at all important, so I can't really have a say in what's good and what's bad for the internet. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you don't really have a say on the internet or YouTube for that matter. YouTube is the last platform you want to have a say on. What the fuck? Fair. I mean, every now and again I use Instagram and Snapchat, but that's because I have somewhat of a significant other who I send videos to all the time, or I naturally like goof around with through said outlets. Other than that, I don't really have much other motivations for said platforms. Like I only ever use Instagram if I'm scrolling through reels every now and again, or messaging my significant other, if you will. That's about it. And to agree with your comment, yes, it is one of the best social media platforms to say, but a lot of the time, um, it goes horribly wrong for you because YouTube doesn't like to have your opinions out there. Like a couple years ago, when Corey Kenshin, like one of my favorite YouTubers, and is always going to be one of my favorites. When he spoke out about the racism and favoritism and Jacksepticeye and Mark and all of the other big name YouTubers who had to speak out against all the negative crap that YouTube has spewed out in the last few years. Um, it's definitely very invigorating knowing that sometimes when you do say shit, it it doesn't stick the landing. Um, and one of my old channels I mentioned before, I've been banned a few times. All of those were for wrongful reasons. I was banned for quote child endangerment. So how I endangered a child is beyond me. I don't know because I didn't do anything, you know, horrible or out of the ordinary. No, I was just myself. I was either making edits or I was posting gameplay. But at the same damn time, I just tried to be myself, and look where that got me. I got banned 3 different times. How tall am I? Unfortunately, I'm not the tallest man alive. I'm not very tall either, but I'm not very short. I'm 5'8" right now, unfortunately, but I've been getting taller as time goes on. I've still got a I've still got a few inches to grow. Um, where am I from? I I mean it's average, but it's considered short. So at the same damn time, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm short, but all things being considered, yes, I'm 5'8". You're 6'1". Uh, one of my friends is 6'1". I couldn't imagine being like John Lithgow, being tall as he is. Like he's 6'4", or Jared Padalecki, who plays Sam on Supernatural. Like I couldn't imagine being him either because he's also 6'4". But at the same time, like I want to be like a decent height. Like if I can only get to 5'10", that's great. Alright? I'll happily be 5'10" for the rest of my life. Because I'll be the same height as Dexter Morgan. Fine by me. Where am I from? So, considering how many times you've asked me, I will answer it the third time. I'm from Indiana. Thank you. My boyfriend is 6'4", and he has to acknowledge the world was built for short people every day. It's honestly a curse. Oof. But he's on top of the world. Like, literally, he's 6'4", dude. That's that's fucking tall. I'd be scared to be in a room with somebody who's 6'4". And you don't have to apologize. I got distracted and I didn't read chat messages, so that's my fault. No need to apologize though. Yeah, he is very fucking tall. Wait, bro, it just fucking commentary again. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, you don't have to call it a mistake, all right? They said you were a scammer, right? Because of how you first popped in here, right? Which is understandable, right? It's understandable. We should put that in the past, right? Let's just put it in the past, right? Good focus on the fucking now, please, because I don't. This is gonna drive me batshit crazy. Um, but you don't necessarily have to call visiting my channel a mistake. If anything, this is gonna sound so stupid. This is gonna sound like I'm an attention whore. But if anything, I consider myself being the mistake, right? Just because of like my background when I was a wee little young lad, right? But um but at the same time, I get to do YouTube, so it's okay. I can be a mistake and have fun on YouTube. It's okay. Um anyway, I'm gonna reply to her last message. It says my last message. Okay, good night. God bless all people. God bless you too. God bless you too, woman, and everyone else who has been in here so far. How is it living where I live? It's it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's not like New Jersey or California. It's not like way up there with culture. You know what I'm saying? It's not way up there. It's a very the town that I live in is very I don't want to say small, but it is kind of small. If I could move somewhere else, I wouldn't want to move to New York, but um somebody who I was in a relationship with lives in New York currently. So maybe I would go to like I don't want to say rekindle. Does that sound wrong? New York is very expensive. Trust me, I would know this because my sister's husband is from New York. So it's it's a little up there. But maybe I would go to New Jersey or California, maybe Arizona, or as the deep said, Orlando. Um, but if I were to go to New Jersey, I also dated somebody who is also living in New Jersey. So she also has a little brother who I'm very tight with. So I would go up to New Jersey to see him. I missed the little bugger. He's such a good kid. I would go up there to see him. Um, I've got family in Arizona, so I'd go see them. Wait, I mean, I do miss her all the time. I do. I miss her all the time. Um, but if I if I were to go up there to see her specifically, it would be very hard, because we were together for a while, and we were very very close. So her breaking it off and then dating someone very soon after is kind of hard to like wrap your head around because like holy shit, I love this girl. Why would I want to go up there and see them if it's just gonna hurt me? Because like I want to see her, but I don't want to hurt her because I would want to like fix things with her, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You see where I'm coming from? So yes, I do miss her, but I can't afford to miss her because I'm only going to try and do something that is not worth it. Because I'm going to try and get back with her, and that's not going to work out. So it's best not to waste my time. Um, so if I do go, yes, I'll see her and her brother. It'll just be harder. And to reply to your comment, which I don't know where it went. Holy shit. Okay, well I can't find it now, but I understand the future of wanting to marry a farm girl because it is very simple. It is very very simple. I've got I've had a very weird I've had a very weird love triangle in my life. Like I dated this one girl for 7 years, and then we broke up and we got back together for a few months, and then I dated this other girl for a while. I can't help but laugh. Then she cheated on me, so I dated her sister. And then after that, I was with another girl for a while. We dated for about a year. Then she left for a while due to complications with her family. Um, and then after she came back and we were fine. And then I got ghosted a few months later, and she hasn't talked to me since. She also threatened to call the police on me, and I'm never going to forget that. And I've been single ever since. Although that girl that I mentioned that I dated for 7 years, right? I still have feelings for this woman. So I'm currently talking to her. That's the significant other that I mentioned earlier. I'm still talking to her, and I'm trying to hang out with her. Um, I'm trying to hang out with her currently. Um, we're both busy people, but then again, it's okay. 7 years, yeah. Um, I'm younger than I look, but I'm older than I am. But I'm like older than I sound, or like you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I have that backwards. I sound older than I look, but I'm older than I look as well. But yeah, forget this massive love triangle. But the first girl that I dated for like 7 years, I still have feelings for her, and we're in the talking stage, right? Gotta love the talking stage. We're in the talking stage right now. Oh no, I am not 14 or 15. No. Sorry to burst your bubble. I'm older. Um, relationships can be a waste of time unless you find the right person. Um, and you both give equal effort, and you you care about each other. You know, you put in the effort, and you don't shit. How do I say this? Relationships are a waste of time if the people aren't meant for each other. Like, let's say I'm dating this girl, right, and I'm putting in all the effort, right. I'm doing 100%. I'm giving every single bit of shit that I can, and she doesn't, she doesn't give back, right? Like, doesn't help support me mentally, you know, so that I can support her physically and financially. Or let's say she was putting in all the effort, right? Because this goes both ways, all right? I'm not saying I'm like sexist or anything, right? This goes both ways. Let's say a woman was putting in the 100%, right? If the man isn't putting in 100%, like he's not taking care of her physically or mentally or helping her so that she can help him, they're not helping each other. Then I'm sorry, Mitch, but you gotta go, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Then, other than that, um, relationships are good as long as you are not just good people, but you're good to each other, and you spend valuable time with each other, and you help and love and support each other, because all three of those are needed. And the support, whether it's physical, mental, financial, whatever the fuck it may be, you still gotta do it, because support and communication matters. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of a waste of time. But um, then again, I still want to have hope for like my future, right? I still want to, like, I don't know, maybe get married and have a child. If I do get married, God willing, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, woohoo! Um, but anyway, no, I do not have a radio set, and I have a Glock One Generation. That's pretty nifty. Um, in my room, sitting under my pillow, I have, which I can't show it on YouTube because I'd get banned immediately. Um, I have currently sitting under my bed, or under my pillow, excuse me, a 1911, just sitting there chilling, right under me pillow. Because you never know when you might need it. But then again, I can't show it because I'd get banned. And I'm not gonna get banned for a fourth time. Okay? We're not gonna get me banned for a fourth time. We're just not doing that, right? We're not gonna do that. Anyway, enough of the ranting. How are all of you doing? What's your lives like? What have all of you been up to? Because there ain't nothing interesting about me. What I'm more interested in is you guys. I want to know how y'all are doing. But you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Why the fuck? Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna crash out. Woman! Hello there. I'm an 18-year-old orphan. I'm a hard worker man, and I joined the Special Forces. Well, you know what? That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, hold on. Just scrolling. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just yapping away. Because that's all I'm good for. Hello there. Yeah, I understand. I truly hope and pray that gets better for you. Because having days like that is rough. Um, I was talking to my grandmother the other day. She was telling me how it used to be for her when she was younger. Um, I thought, holy shit, grandma, this is really how it went. I'm gonna look at their profile because I'm genuinely curious if is it this is a scammer or not. I want to know, but I'll indulge you. I'll answer your question. How old am I? Well, you see, I'm an age. No, I'm not 14. No, I'm not 15. No, I'm not 13. If I could look at this person's account, which I would, but I cannot. But if I could, I would. What the fuck is this shit? What the hell? Anyway, to answer your question, how old am I? I am 17 and I'll be 18 in July. On the 30th. Less than 1 month and 26 days from now. There you go. Anyway, yep, that's how old I am. Lucky me, guys. I was talking about my grandma. Yes. My grandmother, she was telling me that when she was younger, she would have the same thing. My grandmother is 90, if that puts it into any perspective. But she had rough nights when she was younger. You know, she would go to bed some nights without eating, or if they would have food the next day. Like, this is like during, I don't know what, depression times maybe, or maybe a little bit after. She was born in 1934, so wait, is that right? I think that's right. Well, I don't have a photo of her, but and yes, older people are very, very much like angels. I agree. And to answer your question about being a scammer, I don't know. We had a scammer in here earlier, from what I understood. Um, I don't think you're a scammer, but then again, um, I'm just here, bro. So how's that, Milo? That's like super mean for no reason. I don't know how it's you. I don't know. Um, I I don't know. I don't believe you're a scammer. I really don't. I don't believe that you're a scammer. If that answers your question. And one more time to put it into perspective. Son of a bitch. One more time to put your answer, or Jesus Christ. One more time to put your question into perspective. When you asked me how old I am, God, that was rough. When you asked me how old I am 17, going on 18, and I'll be 18 in 1 month and 26 days. The 30th of July. I think my grandmother would be delighted to meet you. She loves meeting new people. She loves talking about Jesus to people. She's just a sweet woman. She's a very strong woman too. She's been through a lot, and yet here she is still kicking ass every day. But then again, that's just who she is. She worked up until her 80s and then she retired. Makes me kind of sad seeing her get a little weaker as time goes on. I am Muslim, but I would like to hear from her. Yes, she would. She would definitely love to talk to you. Um, she would love to give you her perspective and just have a genuine conversation with you. That's who my grandmother is. And I will take care of her. And thank you. I hope she gets better too. But she's 90, and she back in 2020, 6 years ago, back in 2020 when COVID first happened, she took the vaccine, and it didn't kill her, but it made her very sick. And ever since she took that vaccine, she's had a bronchoscopy every 3 weeks, which is where they take you to the hospital and they go in with like a tube or whatever, and they suck all the crap, the nasty infection crap out of your lungs. She does that every 3 weeks. She already has asthma. She's had asthma her whole life, and up until about last year or the year before, um, she's been pretty good for the most part. And then things went downhill because she kept getting sick. So now she takes vest treatments along with her breathing treatments, and then she gets a bronchoscopy every 3 weeks. She can no longer drive, if that gives you some perspective. But she's still very mobile. She doesn't have any of that. And I didn't take the vaccine either because I didn't trust it. And what do you know? My grandmother took it, and it nearly killed her. So this is why I don't trust any of that. And thank you for that comment about wanting to pray for her. I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. For any of you who are here right now, stick around. I have not just content like this, but I throw a few gameplay videos up every now and again. I'm also an editor, so I do a couple things. I try to be real. Sometimes I get very real. Um, there have been a lot of emotion in some of my videos. I try to be a genuine, real person. You may find me annoying after a while. Just warning you there. Um, you may find me very, very fucking annoying. But I try. The fuck? Who's outside my door? The fuck is outside my door? What was that? Fuck. Hello? Dude, I don't know if my PTSD just kicked in or what. I don't know if y'all heard that. You probably didn't hear that, but there was a bang behind my door. Wasn't this? Is that what fell? But no, what the fuck? That's been there for. That's been there forever. Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, you're gonna learn that about me. I've got PTSD. Ooh. But yeah, like I said from the beginning, I didn't think you were a scammer. So feel free to son of a bitch, fucking shit. Feel free to stick around if you want. I'd love for you to be here. I'd love for you to stick around. That would mean a lot. That would definitely mean a lot to me. I like bringing people into my inner circle. Why do I have PTSD? Oh, you're gonna learn a lot about me. I didn't have a very good childhood. I had a very abusive father. Sometimes loud noises. Because he was in Afghanistan. No, but somebody in my family was in Afghanistan through my grandmother, actually. But I had an abusive father. I've had a lot of shit in my life. And I have anger issues. Thank you, Dad. I also have anxiety and tremors and all the other. What? I have anxiety. I've got tremors. I've got PTSD. And I've got anger issues. At one point, I was struggling with alcohol addiction because of my dad. But even then, me and my dad are on great terms now. And I love my dad. My dad is. I actually have two dads, technically. Just like I have two moms, adoptive mother and then a biological mother. Both mothers are great. Both fathers are great. But yeah, I had anger issues. I had issues with alcohol. I still got the anger. Still got the PTSD, the tremors, and the anxiety, and all that other shit. But it's very hard for me. I also have cerebral palsy. If you want to know what that is, look it up. It's very mild, by the way, so it only affects. So what cerebral palsy does? My friend texted me. Sorry, it's a neurological disorder, right? So it affects the brain, which when your brain is affected, it affects your motor skills from your head to your toes down to your legs. All the shit. For me, though, it only affects my spine, which is why sometimes when I stand or I lean against a counter, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like hunched over. But that's because it affects my spine, right? It affects my spine, and then it affects knee down. Only posture though. The only thing is I have spasticity, which that affects your muscle. So from my legs down, um, it has a little bit of difficulty with muscle control, but I'm very mobile. I do everything on my own. I'm very independent. Um, I had a walker for the first 5 or 6, maybe 8 years of my life, along with crutches, and no longer have those because I'm perfectly independent. So, suck it, world, because I won. I'm very happy with myself. And to answer your question, sir, just join the gym and everything will be fine. Yes, I'm already in the gym. I go to the gym very regularly. I actually just went not even 2 days ago. Um, and I work out here at home all the time. I was the fastest in my gym class in middle school in the beginning of sophomore and freshman sophomore year of my high school. I was the fastest in my gym class. So, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But all of that really has a hard time with my self esteem, right? My mental. So I'm like, holy shit. And it makes me, um, it also causes depression because it's neurological, right? So that's the brain. Which is why I think part of the reason, other than the PTSD, the anxiety, the tremors, and my dad, that's part of the reason why I'm so quick to anger all the time, or like I'm like depressed. Um, that happens a lot. At some point, I dealt with. See, this is the part where I tell you, like I get real, and once I start, like sometimes I just need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But at one point, I dealt with suicidal ideation. I actually lost a friend of mine to suicide. Um, and I lost a family member to suicide as well. Um, but that was going to be me. Sadly, um, they're gone. But I'm still here. I learned my lesson. It was very difficult, and it scarred me. Obviously, I have scars everywhere. There's a prominent one right there, or there's just tons of them. You know, there's also a prominent one there, which has pretty much healed. There's one there and there. I'm a very veiny individual, which catches a lot of people off guard. I don't understand it. I promise you, I get accused for taking steroids because of how veiny my arms are. But I promise you, I've never touched a steroid in my life, and I never will. It because I don't know how people feel about steroids, right? Me, I feel like as hard as life has been for the first third of my life, I feel like taking steroids would be the easy way out. And life is not easy. Life is hard, and you gotta work harder than what you do because you can't take the easy way out. I feel like steroids is taking the easy way out of you know working your body and disciplining you not only mentally but also physically so that you can get your body to a point where you're like, holy shit, I did all that. And steroids, it takes all the holy shit, I did that away. Like it eliminates it. Like it completely gets rid of the fact that you did something. So I will never touch a steroid in my life. But as hard as it has been in the first part of it, it's not gonna get easier because I'm gonna be like this for my whole life. Which, as much as I hate it, you know, I'm at peace with it because I know that I can't change it. I know that I can't get rid of it, but it only affects here, right? It only affects here down, but only so little. So it only affects how I like walk, and it used to affect how I stand. Now I stand completely normal, but that's because I worked for it. That's because I worked hard. I busted my ass all the time to get where I am now. So the whole point of this whole spiel that I'm doing is work your ass off as much as you can in any way that you can, in any magnitude that you can. Because sitting around waiting to die is sure cool. You can be lazy. Good for you. Hoorah. I don't care if you're lazy or not. That's great. but you gotta work. You gotta work for it. Whether you're working out in labor or you're working on yourself, you still gotta put forth the effort. You gotta give a shit. You know, as hard as it is to give a shit, you just gotta give a shit. Or you don't give a shit, but you do it anyway. So, my question to you is, do you give a shit? Are you gonna do it? Or do you not give a shit, but are you still gonna do it? Because you still gotta do it. You don't have a choice. This is life. It's not some fucking sunshine and rainbows. No, life is hard, but there's some good moments too. So you got to give a shit. And like I said earlier, way back when I first started this stream, I said I wanted to get married, right? I wanted to have kids. If I want to do that, I got to work for it. You know, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't come free. Like God will have a plan for you, sure, if that's what you believe. Personally, I do, but he'll have a plan for you, right? I just got to trust in whatever that is. I may not know what the hell it is, but nothing in this world is free. You can't just magically wake up a billionaire overnight. You gotta work for that shit, you know. So like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit on your ass for the rest of your life, or are you gonna get the fuck off that couch and you go do it? Because you only got today. Who knows if you have tomorrow? Hell, you should have started yesterday. But it doesn't matter. You got today, so are you gonna start? That is entirely up to you. But anyway, I'm just a messenger. Anyway, after all that ranting, which good rant by the way, some of that I needed to hear myself. But what will I do after high school? Well, after high school, I want to do forensics. I'm a senior, right? And I'm going to graduate. Excuse me. I'm going to graduate after a semester. So I'm going to finish school early. So after I finish school early, I'm going to go join forensics. And I'll be out in the field either, solving the crime and kind of like what Dexter does, not the killing part, not that, but let's say this had DNA, fingerprint, whatever it is. It has my fingerprints on it, obviously, because I'm, touching it. But I'd do all that. I'd be sitting in the field, saying, oh, this guy was here. Boom, hammer was swung. Blood spatter that way. This and this happened here. I'd have to do all of that, right? I'd have to determine whether, let's say, boom, somebody gets shot from right here. Boom, I have to determine the velocity and the trajectory of which said gun, where he was shot from, how he was shot, what he was shot with. I have to determine all of that. So, it's pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. And I'm a huge Dexter fan, so I thought, it'd be kind of cool if I did something similar to what Dexter does. I'm not going to do the killing part. I promise you. I promise. Let's just establish this right now. I'm not going to go out and just start killing all the criminals and the bad people and feeding my dark passenger. But that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it because back to getting deep again. Not only was my dad military, but I've always felt like, I wasn't worth much. Still don't. I feel very worthless, not worth something. I feel like I'm not worth very much at all, if anything. So I want to do something with my life. Yes, I know forensics or, crime investigation, any of that, you could die on the job. That's like a dangerous job because you're out in the field. Because the part of it that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be out in the field, right? I'm not going to be sitting behind a desk and that shit. No, I'm going to be out in the field, right? So, let's just say that's like a dangerous job if you're out in the field. Like I could die from that, right? And my friend was telling me about it. She was like, "Well, that's a dangerous job. Why would you want to do it?" Because I want to die knowing that I did something good. You know, I want to die knowing that my life finally meant something. So that because my whole life I've wanted to not become my dad. Right? My dad used to be a shitty person. Now he's one of the best men I've ever known. So I want to grow up and do something with my life so I don't become what he used to be. That's part of it. And if I die doing that, so be it. I will have died doing something great. And I'll know that my life here was spent doing something good so that other people could be safe. That's the whole point. I just want to do something good, you know? But other than that, yeah. Anyway, you're doing forensic psychology. That is pretty cool. That is pretty fucking awesome. That's pretty damn awesome. How do you like that, by the way? Is it interesting? Because I know there's forensic psychology, and then there's forensic science, and then there's crime forensics, and then there's the medical forensics, all that. So there's multiple different stages and parts to forensics. So I was just wondering how that goes for you versus what it would go for me. And not to shit on what you said, I do believe I'm worthy somewhat, but I believe I have to work hard for it in order to get something that I deserve. Me, I personally feel like I don't deserve to be loved by someone, but I want to earn that. You know what I mean? And I do feel valued by maybe one or two people, like my mom. My mom is one of the biggest, uh, most greatest people I know. My mother is probably one of the only few people on this earth that I would genuinely go through hell for because I love my mom. My mom has always been my best friend. Um, I've got two great moms, my adoptive mother and then my biological mother. I had a rocky history with my biological mother due to my dad, with my abuse. But my biological mother is one of the greatest people on the planet. So is my adoptive mother. They're both very, very amazing women. They're gifts from God. They're great people. I could not imagine having anyone better for a mom. Just like my dad. Like he used to be so happy and great, and then he went really downhill, and then that's when the abuse started, and then I got older, and he got mature. He got smarter, and he did something right. He did something right. So, hoorah for him. Now, he's one of the greatest people, too. It was really good. It was my dream to do it because I was into it and what goes on in the criminal mind to commit the crimes they commit. Yes. Yeah, I always wanted to learn about that, too. Another fun fact you'll learn about me, I like to make projects, like video or movie projects. And one of them they will never come out, by the way. And before I get back to my project thought, you asked if you've seen anything gore-like, like she has seen anything gore-like. Oh, I definitely have, most definitely. I'm talking kablooey or kablooey or kablooey, like all the. I have seen some messed up shit. I don't like gore. I mean, if it's a game, some gore is pretty fucking awesome. Like, let's say I'm like doing some, you know what I'm saying, and I'm fucking somebody's shit. You know what I'm saying? And like boom, my whole arm goes to this motherfucker, and they like boom, like that's awesome, right? That's awesome. But like, at the same time, I'm not a huge gore fan. Although one of my favorite TV shows is The Boys. God, I love that show. Love that show with all of my heart. Butcher is one of the greatest characters in that show. But man, like the gore is awesome. The whole show is awesome. Only thing I can't stand about The Boys is the like the over the top like sexual nature. Like 1 minute, like Homelander and Stormfront. I'm on season 2 again, right? So Homelander and Stormfront, they're in the alley, and this guy just robbed a bank. She breaks his hand. He's up against the wall. Homelander's just like squishing this man's face, and boom, his head just like. Next thing you know, they're going hog wild against the wall next to this man's dead corpse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta go hog wild next to this man's dead corpse. I'm sorry, but like, what the fuck? But like, other than that, I love the show. Sometimes there's only been a few times in The Boys where I've genuinely said, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, this is a good example. Herogasm. God damn it! Oh, Herogasm. Herogasm. It was a great episode. Despite the premise of what Herogasm is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's where a bunch of heroes get together and have a giant orgy. Now, that part of it, I hate. That part of the episode, I hated. But Soldier Boy was the best character in Season 3. Fight me, I don't give a shit. You can come to my house, and we will, like, you know what I'm saying? Fight me. I don't care. But anyway, all that being said, Herogasm was still a good episode because we got Homelander and Soldier Boy versus, or fuck me, we got Butcher and Soldier Boy versus Homelander, and that was such a good fight. But anyway, yeah, other than that, gore is not my favorite thing. Sometimes it's cool, and then other times it's like, holy shit, what the fuck? You know, I don't mean actual gore like IRL gore is awesome. Real life gore, like seeing somebody getting their head chopped off or their fucking brains blown out or their arm chopped off or all that shit. I've seen that. That shit's messed up. Okay? That's not awesome. That is a no bueno. You know what I'm saying? That's no. But like show gore, awesome, right? It's awesome. Like I'm a huge horror movie fan. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like if I'm watching that shit and good old Leatherface takes his chainsaw and starts like through somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking awesome. Like hell yeah, more please. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to IRL gore and you're like, oh fuck, this is a whole nother lane. Let's go this way. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, no, I don't want that. But like horror movie gore, to an extent, is awesome. To an extent. Then you get to real life gore and you're like, holy fuck, no, this is not for me. And then but other than that, gore's okay. I don't want to say like it's okay, like it's like, hoorah, this is great. But like it's okay as in, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, sorry, I was ranting for too long and I missed a couple messages. I'm so sorry. Cinderella movie. I don't know whether this question is directed towards me or her, but no, I have not. Actually, wait. Shit. Yes, I have. I have seen the Cinderella movie. I used to be a huge Disney fan, and then they went through the shitter and became woke and completely brain dead and mentally fucking retarded. But I used to love Disney. I don't now. But yeah, I mean, I'm a dude, and I can happily say that when I was growing up, Frozen was one of my favorite fucking movies. So was Beauty and the Beast. And Cinderella was up there too. And I'm a dude, and I'm saying that. I'm one of the straightest males of all time. Okay? But when I was younger, for some odd reason, I just would not stop talking about fucking Frozen when I was younger. And then I got older, and people would play Let It Go, and it would piss me off. Like, when you play Let It Go, it not only pisses me off, but it dredges back the memories of me sitting in my living room when I was like 4 or 5, sitting there like this, huddled up, and me like, oh my god, it's Frozen. But yeah, other than that, I don't care for Disney anymore. I'm more of a Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube kind of guy. Disney fell off for me. The only time I ever use Paramount Plus is when I'm watching Dexter. That's it. Never have I ever used it other than that. Netflix, I'm either watching a horror movie, or I'm watching Peaky Blinders, or a fucking god damn it, either The Flash or Arrow, but only a specific amount of seasons of both shows. But other than that, don't really use Netflix that often. Prime I use for The Boys. I use it for, yes, I still watch SpongeBob at 17 years old. I still watch SpongeBob. I love that show with all my heart. It literally brought my childhood to light, and there's still things to this day that I never stop quoting from SpongeBob. Um, SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents and all that shit I grew up with. I also grew up with older cartoons like Bugs Bunny because my grandmother, when I was younger, she used to have like, the older cable TVs, not the TVs we have now, but like cable. So I would get like Bugs Bunny and Cartoon Network and all that shit. And I still can't believe that there are some kids today who don't know what a fucking cartoon is. Like, how do you not know? Like, I just want to take the kid, right? Just want to take the kid. Not literally, I promise. I'm not going to hit a kid. But my favorite horror movie, huh. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Oh, I love Scooby Doo. One of my favorite horror movies. I do love Terrifier, but I also love like Halloween. I do love the Scream movies for a couple reasons. Um, I wanted to do a Ghostface cosplay a while back. Sadly, I can't do it anymore. But I wanted to do it. Um, my significant other, who I am not with, by the way, let's add that. I call her that because we've always called each other that. We've always been the significant other in each other's lives. But not only are we best friends, but she also loves Ghostface. So, naturally, for the plot, and just being the stand up dumbass that I am, I decided, what if I did a Ghostface cosplay for her? And I never did. And I'm still mad about that to this day. But anyway, other than me horribly exposing myself, yes, I love Terrifier. The first one's good. I like the second one. I didn't really like the third one as much. But I do love Texas Chainsaw Massacre too because I was talking about Leatherface earlier. I do love me some Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I do love the Scream movies. I'm a very simple guy, right? Halloween, Scream, Terrifier. I'm very simple, right? But I do love a good old psychological horror thriller as well. Like the Creep movies with Mark Duplass. I love those because they're psychological and they get you thinking like, holy shit. There's not like over the top gore. It's just tension. Like it's got you, it's like grabbing you by the throat like the whole movie, you know what I mean? It's like, holy shit. That's awesome. Like I love Mark Duplass as an actor and like how he's just standing with you the whole time and it feels like he's got like a knife like breathing down your neck, you know what I'm saying? Like 1 minute he's just standing with you and the next he's like, holy shit, I'm about to you know what I'm saying? But like at the same God, I'm such an idiot. But at the same time, I do love psychological horror thrillers. But I do love me a good old comedy movie too. Because I do love me some good old Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. I'm a very old fashioned guy. I'm very simple. Okay, I'm very simple, right? Love all of those. Now, if I were to choose between top 3 cartoons, you'd either have to go. Ben 10 is really good. It's not one of my favorites, but Ben 10 is really damn good. Oh, so is Terminator. I do love Arnold too, but Predator is also good. But anyway, top 3 cartoons would either have to be SpongeBob, Scooby Doo, or fuck. Oh, what's the third one? I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, Ben 10 or fuck now. Shit, SpongeBob and oh yeah, Power Rangers is up there too. I know it's not really like a cartoon per se, but Power Rangers, I almost said Spider-Man. Shit, what the hell is going on with my brain? um, shit, I literally can't think. SpongeBob, fucking SpongeBob. What the hell was the other one? Scooby Doo, SpongeBob, Scooby Doo, and I don't remember the third one, but those two are definitely top 2 cartoons of all time for me. Like I said, I'm a very simple guy. And I do love me some Power Rangers too. I watched the original Power Rangers series from the 90s. For the first time in a long time, in about 10 years, maybe. I think. And holy shit, it was good. Like, yeah. Or oh yes, Courage the Cowardly Dog is very goated. I agree. Before I disappear into the night for like 5 seconds, do not get me started on Clifford. Where I've heard, or no, you know what's even worse than Clifford? Caillou. I can't stand that little brat. I just want to. I can't stand Caillou. I'm sorry, that was very violent. But if it was Caillou, I'd take his head right and I'd put it right here, like his teeth, like on the thing, and boom. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand Caillou. He's such an asshole. I did watch Amazing World of Gumball. I did love Adventure Time as well. I loved those two. I never watched regular show because my parents were very weird when I was growing up, so I never watched it. But anyway, I will be right back. So have fun staring at the ceiling and waiting for this feeling to go away. Have fun staring at my cabinet. Hang on, I'll be right back. Anyway, oh, you're from Brazil? That's pretty fucking awesome. Kashmir, that's pretty cool too. Holy shit. Wow. I think the farthest, I don't want to say the farthest, but I had people from the UK here in like my old like live streams that I used to do, which are no longer on this channel because I deleted them. I'm part British, okay, so that made me very happy to have people from the UK. I'm also part Irish too, so cool. Like I had a couple Irish people come in, and I was like, holy shit, there's some Irishmen coming in here for me. And I thought that was awesome. I've never been to Brazil, but it's a beautiful place. From what I've seen of it, but it would be very, very cool to go sometime. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen in the next 5 to 10, maybe 15 years? No money to visit countries. Fair enough. Yeah. I never have enough money to visit anywhere, period. Most money I ever got is to get out of my my fucking house and go have dinner, and that's about it. But then again, who knows? What the fuck? Well, Mazel tov if you do get married. Um, I'd love to get married, but no, I don't. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen for this guy. But in my future, I'd like to get married. But who knows? I always thought like I would die before I reach my 20s. Probably, probably. And yes, I know I'm only 17, but I won't be for very much longer. Only one more month. So hey, and I'm free, free falling, and then I'll be an adult. I don't think I'll ever find my Cinderella, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna find my Cinderella, bro. I don't think that's very doable. Does that make sense? I'm sure you may be older than me, but well. I try to be a good guy. I try. I just have a lot of issues. Like my disability for one, that's one big issue. I am the other issue, so that's two issues. The third one, I'm angry sometimes. But you never know. Maybe one day somebody will take me for all my shit. Or at least I hope. At least I hope. But I did date this girl who was older than me. She's 18 now. But I don't know, it didn't really seem like that it was worth it. Like that there was something good to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? That it felt like nothing good would come out of a relationship. If that makes sense. The anger I've definitely worked on. I'm way better with it. I'm just very protective. I'm also I can be very clingy sometimes, so I can be very annoying. Um, my whole life I've literally had nothing but negative. So, when I get loved by somebody, I want to hold on to that because it's the only thing I have and I don't want to lose it. And every other time since I ever had a relationship, I always lost the good part that I tried to keep because that person was either A, better off without me, or B, just didn't give a shit. So, yeah, I'm a little clingy, but I'm also very annoying. I'm very annoying. Um, I mean, there's a lot about me that I could list off, like the the attractive thing. That's a huge no no, right? I don't ever, I've never ever considered myself to be like attractive in any way, if that makes sense. Like, I don't consider myself to be any high standard. Like, I don't put myself on high standard, or I don't even consider myself to be said standard. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself to be down here, and they're up here. I put myself here because that's the level I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that here is where I should be, not up here. Because if I want to, you know, be someone good, putting myself on a higher pedestal than I earned, if I put myself on a higher pedestal than I've earned, it's kind of hard to feel like, holy shit, I'm a little too high. I need to bring myself here. You know what I'm saying? I need to bring myself here and not here because I have to work to get here. So I need to stay here until I can work to be here. Um, but yeah, the attractive thing, that's one of the issues. Um, my cerebral palsy, the disability that I mentioned earlier, that's another one. I think that one is probably um the biggest gap for me, considering how much I hate myself because of it. Um, like if I could, and I think about it all the time. When I was, when I was suicidal, everything, I was like, holy shit, I'll just put a bullet in my brain and be done with it. I still think about it, like just because of that one reason. I would rather like die than have to be who I am right now. Or if I had to live, I wouldn't even trade what I have to my worst enemy because it sucks. I wouldn't give it to the person I hate the most on the planet. Like, I may hate like this one person so much, but even if I hate him so much, I still would never give them what I have because I couldn't imagine anyone else living with it but me. But then again, that's how I've always been. I've always been the sacrificial cunt. I've always been the one to throw myself under the bridge because I don't consider myself high value. I consider myself um, usable and then throwable. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like I consider myself to be. Uh, I saw I saw that newest comment and I couldn't help but laugh because I was trying to be serious. Um, but yeah, I don't consider myself high value. I consider myself very low value, and then one day, like when I told you about joining forensics, um, not only did I say I wanted to do something good with my life and then die knowing that I did something good. Like if I know that if I die, like if I die doing my job, I would be like at peace with that. You know what I'm saying? I would be at peace if I were to die, let's say tomorrow, knowing that I made one person happy or I saved another person. That's just me. Like I may not consider myself high value, but I want to be high value. I really do. The only thing that's getting in the way is my disability, and I'm sure everyone else who has a disability either A feels the same way, some of them do, or B it's just me. But I genuinely do want to mean something. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something with my life rather than waste it. Um, because I know firsthand what wasting your life does. I've seen what people wasting their life has done to them. Like I could name off a bunch of people um who've wasted their life. I mean, my dad would be a really good example. He wasted his life for the first half of it because he took it out on me. That's where the abuse came from. But he's a good guy now. He's a great guy. He's one of the best people I've ever known. My worst fear growing up was, holy shit, if I have a child, will I be just like my dad? Will I hurt my son or my daughter or anything like that? And no, that is not the only disability I have. It's not really a disability. That's more of a mental condition. But I have cerebral palsy. If you feel free to look it up. Um, but it's only mild cerebral palsy, so it affects my knees down, which means my walking is a little different, and it comes with muscle spasticity, which means your muscles are much harder to either grow or they're just harder working. So when that when that when you have muscle spasticity, your muscles are they work harder. So that so it affects my spine, and it not only does it affect my spine, but it also affects like my knees down. But that's about it. I used to be in a walker and crutches. Now I'm not. In the last 10 or 15 years, almost, I've been independent. Right. I've been independent. I walk on my own. I do everything on my own. Right. A lot of people with cerebral palsy have it worse than me. They can't eat, talk, do anything remotely physical on their own. Right. They have to have a feeding tube. They can't talk. They can't like move their arms because they have no motion, like physical motion in their body, which I do. I have everything except you can like I don't know if you can tell, but like my joints are a little like I don't know if you can tell, but like you can see like my joints are a little fucked. But when I was younger, um, it was really bad when I was younger. I would have difficulty like even holding a pencil when I was like in first, second, or third grade. That's why my handwriting was so bad. Um, Now that I'm older, not only am I independent, but I can do everything on my own. I can go to the gym. I can spar with my friends. Like when I say spar, I mean like fuck. We're gonna go to another room so I can explain myself. When I say spar, like I'm talking hand to hand combat. You know what I'm saying? I do that with my friends all the time. I go to the gym. I work out. I spar. I run. I do all the things. I do everything a normal human would do. Except the only problem is I don't feel like a normal human being. And I know that. Where's her message? Where's it at? It was really sweet. Paula said my disability doesn't make me any less attractive, and that really means a lot to me. By the way, I'm so sorry I didn't read that before. That may be true, except not only do I feel less attractive already, but I also feel like that also affects it because in my school and everywhere I've been in my life, that's the first and the only thing people see. Like at my school, I'm literally not even called by my name. I'm either called I'm either called Cripple by everyone I know, except for my significant other who actually calls me by my name. But everyone else pretty much either or calls me Cripple or something else along the line. One of my friends, he calls me Kriga, and that's very derogatory because it's the word cripple. It's literally, I'm so sorry to anyone who ever gets offended by this because I have to explain myself. It's the N word and the word cripple put together, and he just sticks it together, and that's what he calls me. That's literally what he calls me. Every day. Doesn't even call me by my name. Calls me that. I don't know. It's very interesting. And I really do try to fight back. I really do. Yeah, people are mean. At one point I was at school one day and I brought a little instrument with me without going into full detail. Yeah, go ahead and be honest. What can I help you with? I'm going to drop everything I just was saying so I can help you real quick. What do you need help with? And if I can help you, that's great. If I can't, I'll try to the best of my ability. Because that's just me. That's who I am. Wait. You caught a Bill Cosby, and they told you to remove the post or they'll call 911. Okay. Now here's the thing, right? You can't let that go because this person will continue to do this shit. Okay, they will go out. They could find somebody like my nephew who is 7 years old. They could find my nephew or my niece. What's going to happen if they do? They can come to my door and get a knife or get a face full of knife. Okay, I'm just saying. But like at the same damn time, you can't let that go. You have to report that to the police. You have to report that to the police. Okay? You have no other choice. Fucking hot in here because I get distracted. You have no. You have to report to the police. You have to tell them. You can't. That kind of information. You have to. You. I get they will call 911. How old are you? They're gonna get you arrested, right? You need psychological evidence, right? Imagine if I'm a police officer, or take my forensics for example. I can't make an arrest without getting hardcore concrete proof of said crime. So let's just say, boom, I'm standing here with someone else. Boom, they go bop bop bop, shoot somebody, right? I need hardcore proof that boom, this guy next to me shot them with a 1911 this few inches away with this caliber of a weapon. I have to have concrete proof. You're okay. Oh, okay. Okay, blah 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 blah. They showed that to me under 18. There. Okay, you have to take all of that and report that to the police immediately. Okay. Look, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to report that. And like, let's just say that this Bill Cosby person, this Bill Cosby motherfucker, if they were to come to my doorstep, right, I would call the police after I give them a good old 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? I'd call the police afterward. Unfortunately, you can't do that. Okay, look. You have to give them concrete evidence. Get your friend, right? Go to your friend. All right, listen to me very carefully, okay? I'm not officially on the force, right? So I don't have much jurisdiction here. But take everything you have, go to your friend, say, "Hey, we have this evidence. We need to call the police." Do you have a name of this person? Do you have a name of this? Okay, you're waiting. Okay, good. Just get all the evidence you can, and then gather it, and then go to said police that you're calling, and use it to them. Try to explain the best of your ability. And no, they will not take that lightly. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and read some comments because I had to help you real quick. And I wanted to read the comments that Paula said because I missed those, and they were actually really sweet. They made me smile on the inside. She said, "You're not your disability, and that people are Superman. It shows you think shows me more about them, not you." And she said I was a good guy, and I genuinely try to be. I try to be. I try to be a good guy, right? I'm not always going to be a good guy, but I try to be. I'm going to get proof. Okay. All right. I wish you best of luck, man. I wish you best of luck. You were in 9th grade and chased by... Well, I'm glad you're here and you made it out of that situation, because that's rough, man. I'm very glad you're still here with us and that you got out of that situation. Like, God bless. That's amazing, and I'm very glad. Very glad. All right. While he gets proof, feel free to chat away. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna pet my dog. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. He's a good doggy. Good dog. Good doggy. Oh, okay. I love you. All right. Oh my God, my knees. Okay. I'm gonna read your comments. I can't brother. They're gonna use my parents and think it's their fault because of one percent. Okay, yeah. Yes. Forget that. You have to do something. I don't care. Look, if your parents, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to go full dad mode here. Son of a bitch. Okay. Listen. Fucking phone. Listen, if your parents don't give a shit, I mean this respectfully. Your parents are stupid, okay? Because why in the fuck? No, hear me out. Hear me out. Why would you lie about something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a if there's a kid toucher out there and you're like, "Mom, I have concrete proof," or "I need to go to the police about this." Forget that shit. Like, like I don't know. I would throw hands with my parents. They were trying to defend a PDF file. I'd fucking throw hands with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you defending this motherfucker? Ain't nobody asked for you. Like, if your parents defend a pedophile, they're no better than he is. But to throw hands with an invader? Depends. Depends on the situation. He left for the chocolate milk. Damn. Yep, me too, bro. Me too, bro. But hey, it's alright. It's alright. I'm a better man now because he's a better man now. So, hey, it's all good up in this hood. Anyway, I'm gonna make some tea because my inner British is beckoning for some tea. And I haven't had tea today. So, he moved into your country and wants to replace you. Well, Huh. Yeah, except I wouldn't just throw hands, right? Here's what I would do. I'd take old Betsy here. I'd take this beauty right here, right? Boom! Old Betsy has never let me down. So if he wanted to replace me, I mean he could try to, but there's only one me, so you can't beat the original. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, that would be good if it was not a crime. Well, yes, but in the act of self-defense, oh, you best believe I'm throwing hands. In the act of self-defense, never start a fight. You can't. Never start a fight you can't finish. Or never throw the first punch, because if you throw that first punch, you make it count. If you throw that first punch, either A, you hit them square right here, or you hit them hard enough that they go night-night. You know what I'm saying? Make it count. But make it for a good reason. Don't just throw hands because you want to be an asshole and throw some hands. I mean, hey, sure, blow off some steam. Woohoo, that's great. But, that being said, only do it. Only do it if there's a reason behind it. A good one. This isn't TV, okay? Don't just bop, throw hands because you want to throw hands. You got to have a reason. Oh, you train boxing? Oh, that's cool. I actually, my older brother, who I work out in the gym with, he's an MMA fighter. So I'm training with him. He's got a fight in October, and I'm gonna continue training with him as time goes on. So I'm very excited for that, and I definitely cannot wait for it. Yeah, fighting him isn't gonna solve anything. If you take legal action, that'll have far better outcomes than punching him in the face ever will. Just saying. Fuck. Shit, I got the wrong one. Fucking hell. Okay, that's the right one. Good. Don't try to change your mind on me. To be tired. I can't love you. Cool. Okay, that's going now. Anyway. What the hell is Goon? Yeah, unfortunately, it's basically what they took. This generation took that, and they basically took the word goon, which used to mean henchman, and turned it into a word for dispensing baby gravy, also known as You know what I'm saying? So why they did this, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But that's apparently what fucking. It's apparently what the fucking this fucking generation says. Anyway. I will be right back. I gotta go grab shit. You want some water, Sidney? I'll get you some water. Get you some water. Here. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Fine. I do it. Look at that smile. All right. There you go. Merry Christmas. There you go, lady. So cute. Okay. Stream is blurring. God damn it. Of course it is. That sucks ass. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. You need to cool off, bro. Get some like shade or some shit. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit for a while. I don't think there's anyone weird in this stream. Yeah, there's not. Everyone in here has been very, very good to have. Been great company, by the way. So, by the way, Paula, I never said thank you, but thank you, Paula, for the very nice comments you said. Thank you for that. They were very, very nice. Then again, like I said earlier, I'm not used to any of that shit. I don't remember the last time I've gotten a compliment or somebody said something nice about me. So, thank you. That definitely means a lot. There we go. That's a good question. If I knew it, I would tell you. But it's a big. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. I couldn't answer the question. I knew it was. I was going to say around 20 years or so. Yes. Okay. So if they know you're not 18, that right there, this is where we have a sit down with Chris Hansen, right? You know what I'm saying? He gets the pizza, he gets the rubbers, and he sits his ass down, and then we take the man, we get him in the boot, and we send him with the Vogue. That was so UK. I'm so sorry. Basically, I'll translate it to American for you because I just said boot and bog. Basically, we knock the little bugger out and we put him in the trunk, the boot, and then we send him with the bog, the police. Yeah. But yeah, and if they sent it to you, oi, brother is going to have a That little bugger he's gonna have a good time, ain't he? Good on you, mate, for coming in here and good on you for all of that. I appreciate you coming in here and asking for some guidance. I'm very glad. Well, thank you. I'm glad that they're true. That really means a lot, and I will try to get used to them. That is, if you stick around, if you're willing to stick around. That is. But and yes, Jake, do report them immediately. Oh yes, I forgot. My name isn't in my channel bio because I haven't had my name in my channel bio for 700 years now. So I'm going to introduce myself to all of you. My name is Keegan, right? I'm the guy who runs this shit. I'm just a simple dude, right? So simple. If you like simple, hoorah! Stick around because that's how I run things around here. I'm very simple, very real at times, very annoying at times, but also kind of fun. So if you're willing to stick around, it would mean a lot. Plus, I like doing it and I have fun with it. So there you go. Sorry, don't mind that. I don't use Telegram, um, but oh, son of a bitch, that's fucking hot. I do not use Telegram. I have a Discord in my bio. I have an email in my bio, so I think I have an email in my bio. If not, I'll go update it. But you could, if you wanted to get in contact with me, you could always email me, or you could go to Discord and add me. Funny story. That girl I mentioned, who I had a relationship with, who lives in New York currently, she was actually a fan of my original channel. Then I talked to her for a while, and then I met her, and then we got together for a while, and we're still good friends now. But anyway, where can you get help and support? Well, first off, after that police call, you gotta get it to the authorities first, and after that, you gotta shit. After you get it to the authorities, you gotta let them handle the rest and answer any questions that they may ask you. You have to just do. You have to do whatever they ask you because once you report a crime and you have the legal evidence for it, you're under the obligation to do what they're asking when they ask it. So, like, horrible example, but I'm gonna go with it. Let's say I killed a man, right? And I told the police I killed a man. They'd ask me a bunch of questions on why I killed the man, what I killed the man with, how I killed the man, where, and everything else. I'd have to answer all of that. If you don't call them, have your friend call them. But you need to call them, okay? You need to call them. This cannot. Okay, that is another problem. Your mother can also get arrested for that. Not only is that in child endangerment, but that's also extortion and wrongful use of the law. So your mother could get in serious trouble. If they find out that what she did was giving you to the police with no legal action or no cause, that could get her arrested, and she could serve time. What the fuck? But anyway. Shit on my fucking arm. Who the fuck spilled coffee over here? I don't put bitches, I can't get girls on my side. You know what? Me either. I stand with you. I'd like to have a girlfriend, but I can't get one. So, I stand with you on that side. Hang on, I got a friend texting me. The stream will glitch out for a minute, but it will fix as soon as I'm done responding. Give me a second, please. Another second. I just sent them a message. Things are going to glitch for another short period of time, but I should be back very shortly. All right, BRB. Shit. Is it fucked? Oh, I think it might be fucked. Holy shit. My camera's fucked. No. Can you put something in the chat if you can still hear me? Just want to make sure you can still hear me. Because I know my camera and everything else is fucked. I just want to make sure you can still hear me too. Okay. You spelled it right, except you need to add one more E. So it's Keegan. But you spelled it right pretty much. So good on you. I don't know why it's fucked. Shit. Alright, well anyway, you're just gonna get my voice. Which is better than seeing my face. But anyway. Make a Discord group. Matter of fact, I have a Discord in my bio, I'm pretty sure. But let me double check that. I have another device next to me, and I will check and see. Bless you, kitty. Oh, shit. But yeah, I could make a Discord group if I don't already have my Discord in my bio. But if I do have my Discord in my bio, you could always go to my bio and add me through Discord, and I'd be happy to talk with you. I would absolutely love that. Hi, doggy. Hi, baby. Oh, yes, I do have a Discord in my bio. So if you go to my channel and you click on my bio, my Discord will be right there. Hi, baby. Hi. What? What? Oh, my dog wants to go outside. Okay, so oh man, that sucks, Paula. I can put my email in my bio if you guys would prefer alternatives. Because I know not everyone uses Discord. So if you had to, you could email me. Because I have an email strictly made for this channel. So it's like business opportunities and business or just genuine like contact with me. Because I know that's how YouTubers do it. That's how the industry works. we'll create an email specifically for this channel, and I'm gonna go put it in my bio real quick. And once you look at my bio, it'll be there with my fucking god damn it, with my shit. It'll be there with my Discord link and the link to my podcast with a Twitch account that I run with my friends. So both of those will be there together. I have something in my eye real quick, so if you can hear the water running, sorry. Um, Especially given no context, I just can't see. But yes, I will go add that email real quick to my bio. Do I stream every day? No, but I'd love to. I go work out at the gym every Friday and Saturday. So those days I may not stream until way later that night. But nonetheless, I want to stream more often. I just don't like keeping my streams up because I don't like me. So I don't like streaming because I find it weird sometimes. But sometimes I just do it to be myself. Is it? I still don't know why it's messed up on my camera. I don't know what's going on there. But other than that, everything else seems to be fine. Matter of fact, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to update my bio real quick and add my email. Which I hope it works because I'd love for you guys to get in contact with me. Because I know that some of you can do Discord and some of you may not. And I'm genuinely interested in finding out more about you, Paula. You seem very nice to me for some odd reason. And I would be very curious to find out more. And as for the rest of you, I would love to find out more about the rest of you too. Well, one of you are now in here. Glad to see one of you in here. That's good. Well, I'm glad you like who I am. I hope that I can become better so that maybe one day somebody will love who I am. All right. I'm updating my channel bio as we speak. Oh, it is in my channel bio. Okay, so Paula, if you want to, if you go to my channel bio, like just to my channel and you click on my account, on my profile, if you scroll down some, past a couple of my links, it'll say there's an email, and you're welcome. You're very welcome. Um, but yeah, I definitely do look forward to getting to know you more. I do appreciate you being very kind to me. That is something that I don't get very often, so I do really appreciate that. But yes, if you wanted to, you could always contact me through that email. And I hope so too. I really do. I don't have a lot of hope, but I hope somebody does. Okay. Well, it seems to be done now. I'll check it on my end and see if it works. If I click more. Nope. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'll just put it in my bio. I'll physically just put it in my bio. Okay. It should be. No, it's not. That's why it's not working. Okay. Um. Oh. Shit. Thanks, Paula. Okay, why is it not? Can I publish this now? No, I cannot for some odd reason. I don't know why I can. 982 out of 1,000. I don't have a character limit, so like, what the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know why the fuck. What the fuck? I don't know why the fuck I can't. Shit. It should be in my bio. It should be. If not, you could always comment on one of my videos and I'll just drop it there. Matter of fact, I feel like that's important. I trust her with that. Okay.
Appear in the Boys spin-off, Bot Rising, and the last one is quite unexpected. First up, Jensen Ackles. Ackles will continue playing the role of Soldier Boy. As the first-generation superhero in the Boys, Soldier Boy's story has always been shrouded in mystery. And since Bot Rising is a prequel, all the secrets about him will finally be revealed. Second, Aya Cash. She's best known in the Boys as Stormfront. However, in Bot Rising, she goes by another name, Clara Vaughn. Aya Cash will continue in the role, giving us a look at Stormfront's story. Third, Mason Dye. Mason Dye briefly appeared as Bombsight in Season 5, a character who, like Soldier Boy, is part of the original generation of suits, so his presence in Vought Rising is essential, and Mason Dye will continue portraying Bombsight. Fourth, Elizabeth Posey. She will play Private Angel, a character who hasn't appeared in the Boys series before, but Elizabeth stills as Private Angel have already drawn a lot of attention. Fifth, Will Hunt. He'll play the role of Torpedo. Like Elizabeth, his character has so far only been seen in promotional stills. Sixth, Ethan Slater. He previously appeared as Connor Godolphin in the final episode of Gen V Season 2. In Vought Rising, he will continue to play this role. 6 actors are set to appear in the Boys spin-off, Vought Rising, and the last one is quite unexpected. First up, Jensen Ackles. Ackles will continue playing the role
Awesome.
as the first-generation superhero.
Well, I'd love to wish you a happy birthday when you turn 19. It was on Roblox. Yeah, that makes it harder. Yes, sir. You said my name. Go ahead. A female predator. Is that what you said? They're not common, but they do exist. Yes, ma'am, I am. Uh, on Discord. Here, let me find out real quick. Da 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 da. Shit. Here, let me. I don't know. Good question. But yes, ma'am, I am turning 18 July 30th. Trying to find that fucking person that you were mentioning on Discord. I haven't seen them yet. Visit Brazil one day? Okay. I'll remember that. I'll write that down for you, Paula. I'm searching my server, dude, and I can't find that person you were talking about. Matter of fact, Paula, just to ask, have you emailed me yet? Okay, I'm doing that right now. If it'll fucking work. Pending. Accept. Alright, it should be working. Should be accepted now. Fuck. Yes, I'm a human. How the fuck? What? I gotta confirm whether I'm a human or not. Oh my god, really? Figure that out fucking later, bro. It's not wanting to work right now properly for some reason. Okay. Wait, did it fix itself? Oh my god, it fixed itself. Now you can see my face again. I don't know why you would want to. But it fixed itself. I'll take it. Um Everything seems to be back in order now. He's been added on Discord, and yes, I'm gonna visit Brazil one day. Just for you. I'll visit Brazil one day, just for you. And Jake, how do you not get Discord blocked on an iPad? To answer your question, which sorry I didn't answer it before, um, it all depends on how your device is set up. But yeah, I genuinely would love to go to Brazil and meet you one day. That would be cool. Um, I'm not always the greatest at keeping promises, but when I'm devoted to keeping a promise, I genuinely do try. So I will mark that down. And you have a way to contact me if you need another one. You could always infiltrate my comments or some shit, and I'll fucking I'll give you contact info. Whatever hoop I need to jump through, I'll jump through it. Just let me know. The same goes for the rest of you. You ever need contact info with me for whatever reason, whether it's personal, business associate, or just genuine contact with me, do it. Um, and no, you don't have to wait. There, you wouldn't have to wait. That technically doesn't matter. That plus, I dated someone who's older than me, who is now 18. So it's not gonna do anything. One of my friends, um, one of my friends is 21. She just turned 21. So this is nothing new. And I genuinely don't want to wait because I feel like why wait? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I gotta break my shoulder. Ugh. Ow. Gonna break my shoulder to. She is my sister's cat. She's a cutie. Her name is Selena. But anyway, yeah. So cute. She kind of looks like mine. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's a cutie. I was gonna say something, but never mind. My brain doesn't work. Okay. See you later. It was nice meeting you, by the way. Look forward to that email. And I will always be careful. Always. I mean, I'll fail sometimes. Like I'll make mistakes, but I'll be careful. Take your own advice. You be careful too, man. All right, it is. Thank you. I actually really like my eyes. I think that's the one thing about me that I actually like. My whole life, I've gotten told, "You have such pretty eyes." Whole life. So thank you. I appreciate it. Alrighty, well. Damn, it's 3 o'clock? What the fuck? It's 2:54 for me, bro. It's almost 3 o'clock. Anyway. Yes, I know what you're saying. It's good seeing you, Paula. Alright, y'all. Y'all are fucking off. I'm fucking off. This was a very long stream, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect this to go anywhere, but I met some good people. Had a good conversation with y'all. So hey, I'll take it. Alright, well, if y'all are going, I'm going. Peace. Love y'all very, very much. Y'all have a good rest of your day or night, depending on what your time zone is, because I know Mr. Special Forces, it's nighttime for you right now. But anyway, bye y'all. Have a good one.